Berlin is the capital of Germany, as well as the largest city. It's the third most visited city in the European Union. It's located 70 kilometers from Poland and is crossed by the Spree and Havel rivers. Approximately 3.5 million people live in Berlin. Berlin, the capital of the Federal Republic of Germany, has been the capital of the Kingdom of Prussia, the German Empire, the Weimar Republic, and the Third Reich. Berlin is the cultural capital of Europe because it has a lot of museums, libraries, galleries, and musical events. To go to Berlin, definitely you have to know these sites. Museum Island. This is an island complex in which are located the most important and striking museums of the city of Berlin, so it derives its name. Berlin Wall. Also known as the Wall of Shame, he was raised as part of intra-Aleman borders and stood from 1961 to 1989. Berlin Cathedral, known as the most beautiful church in the city of Berlin. This is the Berlin Cathedral, temple of Evangelical Church in Germany. Tiergarten Park. The Tiergarten Park is director of City Park, Berlin, Germany, located in the center of the city. Means of transportation. The S-Bahn. The S-Bahn is a system of urban transport formed by metropolitan trains circulating on 15 lines, covering the whole of the city of Berlin. The timetable of the trains in Berlin is approximately from 4:30 to 12:30 hours. Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays operate throughout the night. The stop frequency is approximately every 10 minutes. The Berlin Tram. The Berlin Tram consists of 22 lines and nearly 400 stations, which make it one of the world's longest systems. The subway of Berlin. The transportation in Berlin is cheap. The tickets of train, bus, and subway are priced between 2 and 3 euros. Famous people born in Berlin. George Grosz. George Grosz was an expressionist artist born in Berlin in 1893. He joined to the Communist Party in 1918, and the following year became a contributor to the Dada movement in Berlin. During the period prior to 1923, Grosz produced critical portraits of contemporary society, became famous for both his art and his politics against the Nazi Party. In 1933, Grosz was forced to flee Nazi Germany to take refuge in the United States. He died in 1959. Marlene Dietrich. She was born on December 27 in 1901. She began his career in the 20s, becoming famous after the 1931 film The Blue Angel. His last performance in the film took place in 1975 in a gigolo. He died in Paris on May 6 of 1992. Food. German cuisine varies greatly from region to region, with an eclectic mix and always influenced by neighboring countries and cultures. Today in Berlin, the gastronomy is multicultural and is influenced by countries such as Turkey, India, and Pakistan. Meat with hearty dishes and beer, lots of beer. These are the keys to what you are getting at lunchtime on your tourist trip to Berlin. In Berlin, you will taste the traditional German food in which beer is the queen of drinks and pork is the great gastronomy protagonist, almost always accompanied by potatoes, mashed well. You can choose a typical pork tenderloin, which is always accompanied with chucot or mashed. Another option may be a table of sausage, with a wide variety of them. You can ask to share as a starter or, if you fancy much, as your main course. Fun facts about Berlin. First, Berlin has more brides than Venice. 2. Berlin has the longest open-air gallery. 3. Berlin has the tallest structure in Germany. This and more can do in this wonderful city, so don't wait any longer and come to visit Berlin.